Alright guys, it's been quite some time since I've been on the camera. I've been getting a lot of DMs for people asking me, how does this algo work? What do all these lines mean? Where do you enter? Where do you sell? So I'm thinking, what? Every few times a week, let's do a recap and kind of show you guys how we played the algo, where we entered, where we sold, and yeah, overall how the whole system works. So here in the Discord, you can see at 10 a.m. on Friday, you are given a blueprint, okay? Now, what do all these lines mean? So I like my entry zones to be in groups of colors. Yellow is your entry 1. The purple bluish color is your entry 2. So there's two ways that we can get to the target. First, we can go right to the target and call it a day. Or sometimes we snipe the top, waiting for that extra nice pullback, kind of like a slingshot. The further you pull it back, the more it's going to snap down. And that's what I really like and built the algo alongside with his pullback plays. Those are my favorite. I feel like you can get really nice discounts towards the contracts you're going for. And, the more it goes against you, the cheaper it is. And seeing as how we want the downside to be our target, I want this to go as high as it can go to get my big discount so we can drop and get paid nice. So now I'm going to hop in the chart on replay mode to kind of show you guys how it all looks. Okay, so here it is. Another thing I forgot to mention is this blue dash over here. Anything that it has a dash is going to be a resistance level, a support level, or an extended target level, okay? One thing key to notice is this blue dash is close to our entry 2 zone. So sometimes if we're going to go for that pullback, we might not get all the way up here to our entry 2 zone. Sometimes it can reject before it at this blue dash. So you always want to be ready to take a position before the entry 2 zones, because sometimes it just doesn't make it there and we reject before. So let's get this playing. Okay. So we are gaining some momentum towards the downside, but we then get a reversal wick here going back up. So now, okay, we're stationed, we're watching, and we're getting ready for our entry zones, okay? I don't like to just blindly enter in an entry zone. I want to see a few things, either some type of reversal candle. The longer the wick, the better, of course. I want to see sometimes, depending on how far in the day we are, a reversal pattern or a shift in momentum that looks appealing to chase. So here we go. We popped up, got that nice long wick, okay? This is now attracting my attention to start looking for that position. So now, because this wick is above our first entry zone, I'm wanting to enter here. So I do want it a little higher. If it doesn't reach up here, then we can start adding a nice position before. Another good wick. Okay, so all these wicks are showing weakness. Now I'm thinking, okay, this might just wedge down. It might not even get up there, and we might have to enter before. So this is where we get our entry zone. Now we're just chilling. Okay. And here comes the target. Boom. Okay. Now, because this is not live and it's on a replay, this drop happened really quick. So if this was live, here's what we would have done. Okay. Our target zone, that is an area you want to sell 80% of your position. You always want to leave 20%. I mean, depends on your risk tolerance, maybe even less, maybe even more. It's up to you. But I personally like the 80-20 rule. Sell 80% at the target, leave 20% for extended targets. This green dash was given to my members before the market has opened, so it wasn't idea to keep in mind that if we hit the target, we can still keep going to the next one, which is our green dash extended target at 584. So yeah, sell 80%, hold runners that you're willing to risk in case it doesn't go to the extended target. You gotta be willing to just let it go. That's why I like the 80% rule. And boom, we hit our extended target. So at this point, you want to have most of your position trimmed. Sometimes we do go to extended target too, but it's not super likely. So you just got to have, good risk tolerance, have a nice stop loss after extended targets are hit, and keep in mind that you want to sell 80% target, because here's the thing with my target zones. A lot of people that are telling you the directions, actually they don't even give directions. They just say puts at 587. But when are we selling those puts? How far is this move going to go? A lot of these guys don't show that part. And I like to assemble a target zone to be safe, where to take profits, and your next target zone, which you can use as a lotto. And that's what extended targets are for. It's basically to just, squeeze a little bit more profits out for that nice lotto. And yeah. This is basically what it looks like to trade with the algo. You get your directions, and once you have your directions, don't look at anything bullish. Don't look at bullish reversals. Don't look at bullish patterns. Ignore all of it. Just focus on anything bearish you see and just accumulate from there, because at the end of the day, majority of the times we are going to go to my target. So block the noise, play one way a day, and use entry zones. Use levels of interest, trim at targets, hold runners for extended targets, and that's it. That's as easy as it is. So I'm going to continue to do recaps like this. It's not going to be every single day because I don't have time for that. But once we get some nice plays where it's very easy and visible to kind of understand and see, I'll make recaps like that, because a lot of people are just not understanding what do all these lines mean. It's just really entry zones. I mean, I can make them into blocks. I can, change the look of it. I just find it easier like this. This is just how I, had better success in the terms of it being visually appealing to me. But yeah, it's not as complicated as it looks. It's really, really simple. Just follow those colors as your entry zones. Use the dashes as your resistance or support. Sell the targets and hold runners. That's all. Anyways, I'll see you guys at the next video.